Speak Up English, the key to success.
Hey Emma, how's your English learning going?
Hi Jake. It's going pretty well. I've been practicing a lot. How about you?
Same here. I've been trying to have conversations in English every day. It really helps.
Absolutely. Speaking is one of the best ways to improve. Have you found any good conversation partners?
Yeah, I joined a couple of online language exchange groups. It's fun, and I get to meet people from all over the world.
That sounds awesome. I should try that too. Do you have any tips for finding good partners?
Sure, look for people who have similar interests. It makes the conversation more natural and enjoyable.
Great idea. I'll definitely do that. Do you have any other tips for improving speaking skills?
Well, I try to think in English. It helps me to be more fluent. Also, I watch English movies without subtitles.
That's a good one. I usually use subtitles, but maybe I should challenge myself more.
Yeah, it's tough at first, but you get used to it. And it's a fun way to learn new phrases.
Speaking of phrases, do you have a favorite English idiom?
I like break the ice. It's a great one to use when starting a conversation.
That's a good one. Mine is piece of cake. It always makes me laugh.
Ha ha, yeah. English idioms can be pretty funny.
So, do you practice English every day?
I try to. Even if it's just for a few minutes, I make sure to do something in English daily.
That's a good habit. I should start doing that too. Maybe we can practice together sometime.
I'd love that. It's always more fun to learn with a friend.
Definitely. Plus, we can help each other out if we get stuck.
Exactly. And we can share new words and phrases we learn.
Sounds perfect. Let's set up a time to practice this week.
Let's do it. I'm looking forward to it, Emma.
Me too, Jake. It's going to be great. So, Jake, what's the most challenging part of learning English for you?
Honestly, it's probably the pronunciation. Some words are really tricky.
I know what you mean. English pronunciation can be so weird. Like, why does the sound so different from through?
Exactly. It's like English decided to make its own rules and then break them.
Haha, true. But that's what makes it interesting, I guess. What do you do to improve your pronunciation?
I use a pronunciation app. It helps me practice the sounds I struggle with. Plus, I try to mimic native speakers from movies and shows.
That's a smart approach. I might try the app. Do you have any recommendations?
Yeah, there's one called Elsa Speak. It's really good for practicing pronunciation.
Thanks. I'll check it out. What about you, Jake? Is there any part of English you actually enjoy learning?
I really like learning new vocabulary. It's fun discovering new words and their meanings.
Me too. It's like finding new tools to express yourself. Do you have a favorite word?
Hmm, I think serendipity is pretty cool. It means finding something good without looking for it.
That's a lovely word. Mine is wanderlust. It perfectly describes my love for traveling.
Those are both great words. English has so many beautiful and expressive terms.
Definitely. And learning new words makes conversations more interesting.
For sure. Speaking of which, our conversation has been really fun and helpful.
I agree. It's great to share tips and learn from each other.
Let's make this a regular thing. We can have different topics each time.
I'd love that. It's a perfect way to practice and stay motivated.
Absolutely. Here's to more English conversations and learning together. So, Emma, do you have any tips for improving listening skills in English?
Definitely. One of the best ways is to listen to English as much as possible. Podcasts, music, movies, anything that interests you.
I do love listening to podcasts. Do you have any favorites?
Yeah, Stuff You Should Know is a good one. It's interesting and you learn a lot of random facts.
I've heard of that one. I'll add it to my list. Any tips on how to get the most out of listening practice?
Sure. Try to listen actively. That means really focusing on what's being said and trying to understand the context. And don't be afraid to listen to things multiple times.
That's a good point. Sometimes I feel like I miss a lot the first time around.
Exactly. And don't worry if you don't understand everything right away. It's all part of the learning process.
Thanks, Emma. I'll definitely try that. What about speaking skills? Any advice there?
Practicing speaking can be tough, but it's so important. Try to find a language partner or join a conversation group.
That's a great idea. I've been thinking about joining a language exchange group.
You should. It's a fantastic way to practice and meet new people. Plus, it makes learning more fun.
I'm sold. I'll look for a group this weekend.
Awesome! And remember, the more you speak, the more confident you'll become.
Thanks for the encouragement, Emma. I feel more motivated already.
Anytime, Jake. We're in this together. Let's keep practicing and improving.